So you've completed Xiao story quest, gave away a bunch of lanterns and learned how to make them. Now it's time to spend them in this totally original, never before seen game mode called Element Tower Defense, or as they call it in Tevat, Theater Mechanicus. If you're not familiar with the genre, enemies will spawn from one portal and walk towards the other, trying to escape. Your job is to prevent them from doing so with different structures. You can build those structures on designated locations on the map. There are 5 types of towers available on day 1. Tidal flats will explode in a small AoE around, dealing moderate damage and applying the wet status. Spark will fire a long-range cannonball that deals AoE pyro damage upon impact. Thin Ice fires icicles that apply cryo to the enemy's hit. Thunderstrike will zap opponents with moderate electro damage. And Recovery MK will grant you extra Veneficus Sigils when monsters die near it. You can spend those sigils to purchase more towers, upgrades, or use special abilities. On top of that, you are allowed to control 4 characters of your choice. They can attack, use their elemental skill to apply their element, but not deal any damage. Sorry, whales. You start the stage with 400 sigils. That means you can build 4 offensive towers straight away. As best practice in these types of games, you want to have your CC towers near the spawn and heavy hitters just in reach of the spawn locations. That's because you can cause elemental reactions, freezing and grouping enemies and then splashing the AoE on all of them. Tips for level 1. The enemies you'll be facing are some Helichurls, Samochurls, Shielded Mitochurls, Hydro and Pyro Abyss Mages. The Samochurls are fast, so prioritize CCing them. There are no invisible walls on the map, so you can push creatures off of it. Use this strategy. The best characters to take would be a water unit like Barbara or Mona, plus Kaya for that freeze every 6 seconds, Jean to yeet small creatures, and a unit to break the shields. Clear Diluc would be the best because they can deal with the Cryo, Dendro and Geo shields. For structures, follow the general rule of building Cryo and Hydro in the front, Electro in the middle and Pyro in the back of your lineup. After every wave, you'll get to choose one Mystic Art, which is basically an upgrade you pay for with your sigils, and there are 2 types of special upgrades. Fickle, you get a good boost, but something bad happens, and Fearless. It's free and it gives you more rewards in the end, but an extra challenge is added to the round. Once you complete all the waves, you get your rewards depending on the challenges you've completed. At any point you can check the challenges in the top left. Before going to stage 2, take some time to upgrade your towers from the armory. This will greatly boost their damage. I found that a healthy balance between all towers works wonders. Now on to level 2. This time you will have 2 portals spawning enemies. The path that the creatures are taking is indicated by that rainbow stripe on the floor. So we can see that the first wave spawns only from the front. You want to put a pyro tower on the curve closest to the first portal. This will reach the enemies almost as they spawn. Next, a cryo tower to apply cryo, thus allowing the melt reaction to occur. And lastly, since this is a good spot for recovery MK and a lot of enemies are likely to die there, you want to invest the 50 sigils in it. The return is way worth it in the next few rounds. Make sure you push the enemies inside the recovery MK circle for extra sigils. Wave 2 spawns from both portals, so now you want to set up a freeze on both sides of the map and build more pyro towers at the center. For wave 3, you want to finish the freeze setup as the cryo towers only hit one enemy. Still, try to keep the enemies dying inside the recovery MK circle for extra money. After the wave is completed, you can see me picking a Fickle Mystic Art, which gives me my Electro Towers 25% attack speed, but once purchased, it renders my Hydro Towers useless. So be careful with these and read what you're buying. Since they are of no use to me, I swap my Hydro Towers for Electro ones. Lastly, since this is the last round and you want to be as strong as possible, sell all your recovery MKs and replace them with offensive towers. You can see here that I let an enemy slip. Looking back, I could have used the stage's special ability to open the bridge and let the Ruin Guard fall. But despite that, we get the maximum of 444 points available. Remember to check back on the armory for upgrades regularly. As far as Xiao lanterns, do not go out of your way to farm materials. The fibers drop from picking up sweet flowers, fire flowers, and even berries. The wicks drop from almost every hilichurl you kill, and if you do your daily crystals, you will have more than enough ore. And that's everything you need to know about the Theater Mechanicus Day 1 in Genshin Impact. If that video helped you, you can come back tomorrow for Day 2, and subscribe for more Genshin Impact content. Until next time, cheers!
Let's get moving.